Hey, 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 and welcome to the replay. Hannah and I are doing part 2 of Silver White Winters that melt into spring.
As you can see in the background.
Can we see it?
Yes.
Yes. We've got my beautiful Verity up. Isn't that thing huge? Love it. So we were talking about how diverse the transfers are and how you can use chalk for one thing to make it erasable, or you can use ink to make it permanent. And so I was thinking, Silver White Winters might be awesome on a throw blanket. And so Hannah ran to the store and picked up just a blanket from Dollar General. And it is a little fuzzy, so we will see how it is. Sometimes when they get too fuzzy, the ink will seep down underneath it, but because it is just really soft and really...
Hi, Shelly.
Hi, Shelly. Shelly O'Grady?
Yes.
Hello, Shelly. Long time no see. Because this is a smaller fuzz, I think it'll work out just fine. So we are going to turn this beautiful blanket, well, this blah blanket, it's gray, into something beautiful with this transfer. So my Silver White Winters up there is now going to be down here. And I don't know if Hannah has this camera pointed down so you can see the project at all. But I thought to not complicate it, I would just kind of go with the same pattern. Because this is a gray blanket, I don't know that my shimmer silver is really going to show up that much. So I thought I might just use it accenting through the letters. And we'll go from there. The nice thing about inks is you don't have to work as fast as you do with the chalk. The chalks will dry out in the silk screen and the inks won't. So I can take a little bit more time. I don't have to do the squeegee in and pull. One thing I do have to say about working with inks is I like to go one direction. That way if you accidentally missed a bubble, you're not going to move the fabric around on it. So just press it in and go. I have one of my little daycare kids watching me from his crib there. We'll see if he decides to participate in the talk. Underneath of this, I do have our sticky ink mat. It holds the fabric there so that it doesn't move around underneath my pressure. And helps you to get a nice clean look.
Yes.
Okay.
Isn't that such a pretty blue?
I do like this one. This is Forget-Me-Not ink. And I think it'll be dark enough that it will show up on the fabric. So we'll see. Should I do these little circles as the sparkles, or?
Sure.
Okay. I'm going to use my giant squeegee here in a second.
So how are you, Shelly?
Yeah, I hope everything's going well. All your pictures look so happy that I see on Facebook. Looks like you're having a good time. Alright. Just wanted to get around those sparkles, and then I'm going to use that giant squeegee here.
Get out the big boy.
Yeah. The nice thing about this giant 4-inch squeegee is that it helps you put so much more pressure down too. You actually get your stuff to go further. Alright.
Hello, Melissa.
Hello, Melissa. Melissa Garcia?
Yes.
How are you, girl? Hope all is going well for you down there.
Shelly says she's good and working and traveling.
Yes, I am very jealous of the traveling, Shelly.
Where is she gone?
I believe I saw you in Vegas. Is that right, Shelly?
Ooh.
You'll have to tell Hannah all the other places that you've gone. Let Hannah know. Hannah is dreaming of traveling, as you know.
Yes,
So.
I love traveling.
Yeah, she actually does travel a lot. Oklahoma a couple times. Sioux City, Iowa a few times.
Hello, Chrissy.
She gets around.
Chrissy Davies.
Oh, nice. Hey, Chrissy. How are you doing, girl? So I'm going to just come through and silver in. We're going to see what this blanket's going to look like. I think it will be nice and cozy.
Now this is polyester, right?
This is polyester, and normally I do not work with polyester, especially when heat setting and stuff like that. But I have found a certain temperature and time that seems to heat set polyester just fine with no problems. So I just heat set it on a lower setting.
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
Why do you do the dot for the eye in a different color?
Because I thought it was a dot for the... I thought it was these little dots. Thanks for pointing that out.
You did that. Resume. Sorry, guys.
Are you getting it figured out, technician?
I clicked resume.
Okay. I am so glad that I have Hannah. I don't know how people do their lives without
A Hannah.
a producer.
You need a Hannah
Someone
in
there
your
to help
life.
you. She gets all of my bugs out while I keep crafting. It's awesome. I'm going to go down to the smaller squeegee here for a second. Just because I'm getting down to the end.
Everyone needs a Hannah in their life. But not any Hannah.
What?
A Hannah Joe.
Oh, yes. Only you. Only you. My daughter is so modest. So humble.
I once got made fun of having a name that was Joe.
Oh, no.
Said that's a boy's name. Oh yes. Every boy in my family is either named Michael, Wright, or Joe.
Well, Joseph's really Joseph, not Joe.
It's a family name.
Yeah. Yep, we do have Wrights and Michaels galore.
Oh yes.
Which is weird because I haven't heard that name a lot. Do you guys have a family name that's really, really prevalent? Ours were Wright. One of our ancestors who came over from England was Wright Bailey. And it seems like everyone seems to want to put a Wright in there, which is a last name, but we use it as a first. I have a towel here. I don't know if you guys noticed this. I have a towel here because I do not want to... Oh, I'm done with the silver. I do not want to accidentally spill on my blanket. I am so nervous about... When I first did dish towels, I would make mistakes on here. And so now I'm just like very nervous about it.
Yes.
So I'm super careful. I never ever put my ink on a project.
When you do chalk, you can erase the mistakes, but with ink, it's more permanent.
Yes. So we want to avoid that mistake. Hannah, would you like me to go through that silver dot and try and turn it into a blue dot?
I mean, like, you're good, but...
Why, thank you.
I was just wondering because I noticed you did it on the board as well.
Because you didn't point out that it was not a dot for snow. It was like the
I'm
eye.
sorry, I didn't know the producer had to point those things out.
You
Next
do.
time, I'll critique your every move.
All right, sounds good. I thought that's what adolescents were supposed to do anyway to their parents.
Wow.
So I'm going to pull this up to kind of show you what it's looking like on the fuzzy blanket. And like I said, we've never done a fuzzy blanket before. As you can see, it's actually looking pretty good. Go ahead and get this one, and then I'll pull it down more. One of the things you want to be very careful of with the ink is what you have on your fingers. As you can see, my fingers are very inked up. And you don't want to get that ink onto your fabric. So whenever I pull, I usually clean off my fingers. I did not today.
And she's gonna regret it.
No, I'm not. Don't be predicting doom.
Okay.
You're not an insurance salesman.
Speak life, not death.
Yeah, there you go. So anyway, yes.
Is anyone humming the song in their head right now?
We sang it all day yesterday. It got stuck in our head from the live when we did the Verity board. And all day long we were saying it. So because I don't want to get any ink, I'm grabbing it from somewhere else. I'm just pulling one direction. And then I'm going to run this off to the side to clean real quick. And then we'll look at it. Don't touch it, Amity. Don't touch it.
Yeah,
Right.
that silver did not show up at
Yes,
all.
my little silver things. I was worried it wouldn't happen, but I can wash out the transfer, lay it back down, and do this all over again.
Yeah.
So I will probably go through there and do the eye blue to make Hannah happy.
Thank you.
And I'll do those little dots white, and I may touch this up where it didn't get pressed through the silk screen as much. That's a lovely thing about chalk, is you're able to go ahead and wash the transfer, reuse it. So I can touch up and do everything. You can even lay it back on there and stagger it over and do another color so it looks like there's a blue shadow behind whatever other color you do. That's pretty awesome. There's so many options, you guys. This is just really quick. I'm gonna wash that, lay it over, touch up that stuff there. We're going to dry it, heat set it, and then I will post a picture down below in the comments of our fuzzy blanket. And thank you guys for joining, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.
Bye.